What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. I want to weigh in a little bit more on this Jay Williams Warren Sapp situation, as I've located the video. I just must have overlooked it yesterday somehow, but it's still up on Jay Williams' page because I reported inaccurately in that video I did yesterday that the video may have been taken down because I seen that Warren Sapp was listed as an author in the response. So I thought that was his post, but evidently it was on Jay Williams's page, and it was in regards to a conversation Shannon Sharpe and Bud Crawford had on Club Shay Shay, where Bud Crawford spoke about having his GMC truck instead of getting, a much more luxurious car that someone of his status or statue often has. And so we're going to get into that clip for context.
$100,000 on this car that's going to depreciate,
right?
And it's not an asset. Or do you want to spend $20,000 on this car that's going to work just as well as this car,
right?
Then buy you some assets on the side.
Now, that post was the one that led to Warren Sapp going under the post, because people was like, was it warranted? And we're going to look at what Jay Williams had to say.
Yo, most people think buying a $500,000 car is status. They're wrong. It's arson. You're not buying respect. All you're doing is burning equity. And if you actually think that's winning, you don't understand money. Let me pull this damn car over for a second. Hold on. You want to know the wild part about everything? Most people flexing these cars don't even know the playbook on how they actually flip them into an asset. You want a G-Wagon or a Range Rover like I'm in right now? Cool. But here's the smart way to go about doing it. Put it in your LLC. Make sure it's over 6,000 pounds and take section 179. Section 179 for the people in the back. You see, Uncle Sam just wrote off the entire flex for free. And after section 179, you can even layer on bonus depreciation. It's 80% in 2024, phased down from 100% in prior years, which means you capture even more of the cost. Or here's another wild one. Lease it through your business, and those payments actually reduce your taxable income. Or another wild one. Wrap it with your logo, put it in your content, and suddenly the IRS calls it a marketing expense. You see, that's how you stunt without bleeding out on the floor. See, Terrence Crawford wasn't just talking about his love for his truck. He was signaling the deeper truth. Freedom comes from owning assets, not toys. Because athletes and entertainers get robbed twice. Once by depreciation and again by the IRS. And when the lights dim and the contracts end, the shiny things, they don't hold their value. Only in our damn community do we call liabilities luxury. We clap for chains, Lambos, and Rollies like they're damn trophies. And when in reality, they're actual anchors. They keep us down. The same things we flaunt are the same things we get robbed for. Shiny objects make you a target. Assets make you untouchable. So the next time you want to flex, ask yourself, can I write this off? Can I cash flow it? Will it hold or gain value? And if the answer is no, don't buy it. You're not buying wealth. All you're doing is buying liabilities. Crawford was right. Money is just paper. The question is whether you burn it for applause or you stack it for freedom. Because real freedom isn't pulling up in a $500,000 car. Real freedom is never needing the car to prove you're free.
So shout out to Jay Williams, man. He's in this lane. You see Matt Barnes in the comments saying that this lane is needed because so much is clickbait, so much is going back and forth with this person, but Jay is trying to drop some jewels. I know there's this one person that's going to come in the comment section saying that he ain't putting nobody on the net, and we already knew that. It's always that one person who can't just watch others learn. He got to say that he knew already. So shout out to you too, because I know you coming. But, this is good information to put out there. It's not supposed to be getting feuded with by someone like Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp should be able to have stories too, cautionary tales and things like that. Jay Williams the NBA should be inviting him to talk about his accident and how he goes from lottery pick to someone who lost all of the money. You know what I'm saying? Lost all the money that he could have earned in the NBA, that is. They should be pushing him to have that, with them. And I know they probably got a solid rookie transition meeting team or whatever, but Jay Williams should be right there because he has a unique situation and he should be one of the people at the forefront talking about it. But again, Bud Crawford, I understand. I mean, the GMC he has is really nice, so it's not like he has a bad vehicle or nothing like that, but you don't want to try to just keep up with the Joneses for the sake of doing something. And obviously, Bud Crawford could afford those vehicles and he could be fine, but while this is one thing I like to see. I like to see people when they're making money at their peak thinking ahead, not thinking like every payday is going to be like the payday they just got, but 10, 15 years down the road, they want to still have some of that money to show for it, not just kind of blowing through it. We've seen so many athletes when the IRS get a hold of them, back taxes, the agent's been stealing money. I mean, we've seen this from prominent athletes. Remember KG had the issue with the agent, and I ain't saying KG went broke, but he had an issue with the agent stealing money. There's been so many stories of that over time, that you could expect, if you don't have somebody watching that very close that I ain't want to say that you trust because they trusted these people, but someone who's going to definitely have your best interest in heart or at heart, then, you may come up with unforeseen financial situations and predicaments you didn't expect yourself to be in. So to burn through it on things that are not assets, things that depreciate. You often hear people say cars depreciate in value when you pull them off the lot. And that's true if you just buy it, just as a personal vehicle. But what Jay is talking about, I seen somebody that had a business of like, they do like a Make-A-Wish type of thing with a Lamborghini. They have a Lamborghini, but it's for kids that have well, how do I want to word this? Their life expectancy isn't long and they want to ride in a luxury vehicle. That's literally, kind of what he does. He gives them a ride, for a day and really just let them enjoy their day. And then that's kind of his business, so there's ways. And so when Jay said that, I thought back to hearing about that situation. And we be seeing people with the decal wraps around their vehicles, and sometimes it's not necessarily a sports team or nothing like that. It be their business. So now it's a promotional thing that you can write off for your business, and you can see it, on your taxes. You could see, how much mileage was this vehicle used for work. When you answering the business portions of the questions on your W-2s or whatever type of form you get. So, yeah, man, I want to give Jay Williams his kudos, but yeah, this is what Warren Sapp was mad about, and that wasn't warranted for that. Not what I just seen in that clip, because I want to investigate it further, and this is all I got, man. So let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.